face. So it's going to be interesting to see how Dakpo switches it up, tries to evade that counter, and how consistent Ven is able to be with it, because I don't think that we'll see the Zelda. I think that the Zelda is good for the day. Got the wins. Yup, and there's the Sora already locked in, already ready to go. We got two of the most iconic characters in the Nintendo property in the building at Pokemon Stadium 2.
You mentioned poetic justice. What I think is really poetic justice is the fact that these two teammates are duking it out in grand finals right now. These are doubles teammates right here, so I know for a fact that they have a lot of experience against each other. It looked like Dakpo was waiting to barrel when Ven was going to throw the banana. Dakpo does that. If you're holding the banana, sometimes he'll just barrel in the neutral. If you throw the banana at him, he'll explode you with the barrels immediately. But right now, an extension coming out from Dakpo, but Ven breaking it with an up air. Excellently placed.
I feel like there's very rarely a lot of Vegas doubles that stay like doubles no matter what, though. Like, a lot of times I feel like I see people switch out with the flavor of the month or whoever they think is going to win with them. Like, you know, I feel like there's very few, like, tried and true doubles. Like, I always know they're going to be together. Like, because Dakpo and Tito as well, two players that like to play together.
Right.
Ven and
Dakpo?
Yeah, always Ven and Dakpo?
It's always been Dakpo, yeah. Especially when they go out of state.
Okay. Yeah, out of state for sure.
I think Tito and Dakpo are more of a multiverses team. I'm not sure about Smash. But
down throw. Not going to lead into anything. Zendaga evaded though for the time being. And
yeah, and the Blizzaga getting monkey flipped over. That was quite immaculate spacing from Dakpo there. And I'm not sure going into it how much character knowledge Dakpo has in this matchup here, so I'm really excited to see how he plays around Ven's magic right there. That was an excellent punish from Dakpo.
Those up smashes just been, I've seen so many that have been the deciding factor of important stocks for Dakpo, so good to see him ready to go with that up smash and make it count. Not a lot of whiffs on it. Just a lot of great diss. And wow, what a spot dodge.
Right?
Sora even making the face like, hey, yo, where's my friend? There's a Z-axis in this game?
Yeah, apparently not if you're fighting Dakpo, because he will hit you from any which where. Also, that was quite the early stock. What a downer. We've seen that setup so many times today, too. People are just going to have to be really cautious when playing at the ledge against Dakpo. You can see he's trying to get some sauce, some ravioli going on the platform, but been a little too wise to it.
Dakpo very agile around these magics, doing a wonderful job just making sure that all these Zendagas are narrowly being avoided, and like you saw with the Blizzaga getting monkey flipped over, just really understanding where these magics are going, what kind of space they occupy, and what his options are to get around it. But being above this Sora, never a good time.
Oh my god. That was some scary stuff. Dakpo definitely making some panic options there, then reacting accordingly. Bringing things to last stock apiece here on game one.
And you said Ven was the clutchest you know, and this is the time to bring it out here because
even for him.
Very important that you keep this pace against Dakpo, who is slowly been firing up and more throughout this tournament.
Yeah, things are heating up still because Dakpo's just adding on so much percent. Ven is very adamant about holding on to that banana too. Not getting much off of it. I think that was more of a pain to Ven than anything, holding onto the banana for as long, because when you have banana, you're very limited to only B moves.
Wow, Sora too low on the ground to be scooped-whooped from there. Gonna need to then line up another one of those if you're Dakpo, but Ven with a bit of mix, schmix. That is the down tilt into the forward air, but it's still not gonna do enough.
All right, Ven playing his life at the ledge right here, but Dakpo's getting in a lot of percents. He's not getting any kills. I know for a fact that Dakpo's been using a lot more barrels at the ledge ever since seeing Tweak fight Shuton's Olimar. Just how big that hitbox really is above the ledge, below the ledge. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dakpo do a lot more. What a parry!
Showing off some matchup knowledge, showing off some expertise, and definitely showing that he's in his zone, because Dakpo getting game one there in beautiful fashion.
Yeah, and Ven kind of making that face afterwards, like, all right, that was good. I respect it. I mean, it was impressive, to say the least. That was a great punish, and a lot of the times we do see Vin pretty much side being on the ledge for free, so it's nice to see, you know, someone with a little bit more experience in the matchup show us how punishing it is really done. Going into game 2, Hollow Bastion.
Hollow Bastion, the friend of Ven, going to be the place where he hopes to get his first win against his Diddy Kong, because, man, if you go down 2-0 with the way Dakpo's been playing, man, you definitely see a third one being added onto that. Ven trying to put a stop to this madness.
I could also imagine being at a deficit like that, that he would opt to switch to Zelda at that point.
Could be the case. You do not want to find a bracket reset if you are Ven here, because, like I said, Dakpo just really been in his bag ever since getting that reverse sweep against Frog, or getting reverse sweep on by Frog.
Yeah, he has yet to lose a game.
Yeah, he's just not the one to be played today.
Yeah, so there is a lot of momentum in the corner of Dakpo here. But I mean, like, Ven, yeah, I mean, he's pretty much the reigning champion a lot of the times.
Definitely will be looking for that 250 to grab some more Prima Gems for his Genshin pools. And man, starting out nice, already a stock in the chamber. Going to need to keep that going though, because we've seen how explosive Dakpo can be and how quick he can steal stocks with those banana down air setups.
Yeah, and I also like how Vin took that stock too, really narrowing down the options of Dakpo, getting the high recovery. A lot of the times you will catch on to Dakpo monkey flipping really high in the upper blast zone to try to regain center stage. Vin really putting on pressure right now, but
reverse.
That one whiff of the aerial is going to allow Dakpo the opportunity to get a back air. And now we're kind of putting on some pressure here.
Yeah, Dakpo, you know, if you weren't a fan before this, you definitely might be becoming one now, because he's really showing exactly how to play this character off.
Yeah, Vin's going to have to be careful when standing at that ledge, because we've seen Nair to down air kill way too many times this knockdown. Okay. Magic coming out. I like the follow-ups here from Vin. Really keeping Dakpo at the ledge. Oh, but what a reversal.
There?
Yeah,
he's
looking
there.
for it, absolutely. What a counter. Beautiful tech to the immediate up B.
Whoa. How fast do you have to be pressing buttons for that to come out?
He's been in that situation so many times that that's just muscle memory at that point. Tech to barrels.
Can't tech those.
Uh-oh. And you can see, you know, Vin going for these counters off the stage. It seems like the right option, but he's just, Dakpo's narrowly avoiding it, but not avoiding that. Vin taking it with a back throw. Dakpo on his last stock right now. Could this be the game that is dropped to kind of put a halt to Dakpo's momentum that he's been having thus far?
This would be the time to do it. Like I said, want to see Dakpo up 2-0 if you are Ben. This guy's been really making a case for him to reset this bracket, and just like that, we sit at even stocks. Soon to be even footing if Dakpo's able to get one of these conversions add up.
And he's kind of starting off something too. Then narrowly escaping, getting out of there, doing some nice hits here and there, and running off stage that looked like a miss input. Speaking of miss inputs, interesting. I don't know if that reverse on the up B was intentional or not, but it seems to be working out.
Love that down tilt by
it.
Sora. It's so good. Scoops perfectly above you. You can see Ben starting to really use it to try to get this low profile monkey to get towards him in the sky. Get one of these up airs to connect just like that, and you will see 1-1 on the scoreboard here in Grand Finals.
Yeah, I mean, Ben just chasing Dakpo down. And because, I mean, when you're a character like Sora, who has a large vertical leap, you can really get up in that blast zone and start chasing people who recover high. And that time, Dakpo was just caught off guard. Good stuff from Ven.
These two no strangers to a 5-game set, and man, I wouldn't say if I don't say we're poised to be in that position soon, we'll definitely see it in the pudding, because man, 1-1 on the scoreboard. You could definitely see these two going at it again in a 1-1 situation. Right. It's going to be on Dakpo to really be the one to drive this home for himself. I feel like if he even sits back for 1 second, it's just going to be Ben getting to win, as opposed to Dakpo forcing the loss.
We'll see. I mean, this is also an interesting counter pick, given that I feel like Vin as a player just capitalizes so well on having a lot of space thrown at him. So I really do wonder what Dakpo could be cooking up here.
A little bit of here and there, a little bit of everywhere, but for now, nothing too significant landing between these two. Just a bit of slaps and baps, and while the percentage is high, nobody really with a distinct lead on this momentum.
Yeah, just hits here and there, like you said. Definitely cherry picking. No one has stood out as having the upper hand just yet. It's just been a very neutral heavy game. Everyone just playing so safe. Nice up B there at the ledge. Overextending a bit, but catching Dakpo. And Dakpo trying to end things with a downer. Getting a little overzealous right here. And Vin actually on the chase right now. We've seen Dakpo lose a lot of stocks from being in the upper blast zone like that. But fortunately for him, he escapes with his life.
Fortunate for the time being, both of our contestants, like we mentioned earlier, sitting dead even.
Yeah. You can see Ben doing the rising aerials out of shield, trying to catch the banana, while also having enough range to piece up Dakpo in somewhat of a string.
So many mix-ups by Ben. Not one thing coming at you, there's another thing raining down from above, but Dakpo wise to it all. Gets the monkey flip to connect and gets a stock. Ready to go. We see
such a lightweight. Okay, good.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the same weight as Zelda.
Are they? I would think that Sora would be a little bit lighter, but yeah, if you want to get the statistics on that, by all means, that does sound like an interesting thing. All right, nice monkey flip coming out from Dakpo, taking up a lot of space right here. Just throwing the banana away. And I like that reaction from Vin as well, just going for the up B. Also reading Dakpo, getting a little aggressive with the monkey flip. Up tilt city. Vin getting a lot from those. And what a stock. Just catching Dakpo on every landing until finally ending it with a big punish.
Yeah, they both sit at weight 85, Zelda and Sora.
Oh my god!
Man. That boy's gone.
Dakpo's the only one I know who can get killed by something like that and still not show emotion.
Just, kind of stuff that, in your trainings with Ben have just happened.
That's how you know Dakpo's been through the shredder, bro. It's like stuff like that doesn't make him react. Like, what has he been through?
Who hurt you, Dakpo?
I made him giggle. He's showing some emotion.
Yeah,
finally.
Somebody
to break, the human in
break
him.
behind the wall that is Dakpo is going to be foe. We might get to see it.
Come on, if that
week.
doesn't give you a reaction, I don't know what will, but we are going into game 4 here.
Yeah, it's crazy that Zelda and Sora have the same weight. He plays two characters at 85 weight, which is, cool for him because they both float so different and have so much different, mobility, but knows exactly when he's gonna die on both of them very equally. So.
Oh! If Dakpo would have immediately barreled right there, I don't know if he had the time or not, but I doubt Vin was gonna be ready to tech a second time.
Yeah, double tech.
But Vin's just playing way on point right now, bro.
Both of them, under the stage, and both of them within that death's breath and able to evade it for the time being. Ben flipping through the air low and barreling towards that ledge, able to get barrels to the head as well, which are starting to really tack up that damage. 130 and 143. I love to see you hit the sky, says Dakpo.
Yep, and just keeping it simple. Oh, ooh, the snipe from the Thundaga.
Great response.
Interesting conversion right here. I like that Vin, instead of landing on stage and falling victim to more of Dakpo's extensions, he just forfeits stage control, goes straight for the ledge. Very smart stuff. I'd be damned if those barrels weren't the pain of Vin's existence right now.
Yeah, and even after taking like 300% in barrels just in the past 2 games alone, still making it so contentious. So Dakpo, once that tool gets nullified, going to have to find another way to rack up all this big damage that he's able to do. He's not going to be able to do that for much longer before Ven gets wary, though.
Yeah, a little bit earlier we saw Ven up B, seemingly for no reason, but he was actually going really high up, predicting that Dakpo would recover high, but Dakpo did make an adjustment. He's not recovering high every single time now. It's going to be making it a little bit more difficult for Ven to get these early stocks. Oh my god, the tilts, the spacing from Ven.
Yeah, this is
it's so threatening. He's not hitting with any of these, but it's just threatening to have that hitbox out. Great up B.
Your character has an out of shield option, use it. Because, man, you can see it just works so well on these unsafe dash attacks on unsafe aerials onto the shield.
That moment of boxing right there was incredible because you can see that because Dakpo did have the banana in hand, Ven was trying to do an aerial, call out when he'd throw it, call out a jump, but Dakpo's just been in that situation so many times that he outplayed Ven on the corner there, which is rare. Ven plays corner so well. Last stock apiece here on what could be Ven's #1 spot.
Oh, wow,
Dakpo.
So clutch. Needed that to happen. That was the tournament stock for the kid, and he finds the setup that he needs. You see him, I started blasting on the victory screen because Jesus, really firing off there at the end.
Yeah, no. Impeccable stuff coming out from Dakpo, bringing things to a game 5. And based off how the set has been going thus far, I don't expect a switch from Zelda on the side of Ven. I believe we're going to be looking at much of the same matchup here to close things out. And honestly, with how close things have been going, even if Dakpo does manage a bracket reset here, I believe we still might be seeing Sora versus Diddy Kong GF set 2, but we're not there just yet because Dakpo still does have the obstacle, which has been standing right in front of him.
And how perfect is this? I mean, grand finals, game 5 between two very great friends in the community.
And teammates.
Two teammates that love to test each other's mettle, and we're here at Small Battlefield, possibly the conjecture for the final moments of Dakpo's tournament run, but man, thus far, making it look like it's a bracket reset brewing.
Maybe. I mean, the trades have definitely been in Dakpo's favor so far, and look at that reaction. Just chasing down Ven. Ven getting a little overzealous here on these aerials. Dakpo's ready for it.
Yeah, ready, primed, armed as well. It's just so much tools ready to land onto the chin of Ven. And going to be a nice response to damage there.
Yeah,
burning through the peanuts.
Okay. Shield going up from Ven right here. But what a great punish from Dakpo. Fast as lightning with that up smash reaction. What? A rebuttal from Ven. Even yet again, game 5.
This is Super Smash Bros. Because these smash attacks,
really,
they out here.
And they're all happening so fast too.
Coming out with tilt data on these smash attacks, going crazy is Dakpo every conversion. Man, if the guy grabs you, he gets the banana to connect. It's
That's a cutscene.
Literally, just put your hands away from the controller and let the man have a good time because he's doing amazing work.
No punish right there. Ven being a little unsafe, but he ends up with the upper hand here. Dakpo on the ledge. What is Ven going to do? Oh, okay. Funky flipping right back onto the other side, but Ven still hunting him down. Such an even game so far between these two. Ven being aggressive, just going in with the dash attack. The side B breaking Dakpo's monkey flip there. Interesting trade.
Very close to seeing one of these stocks get nullified, man. That was going to be the F smash of Dakpo's dreams to connect. Lines up another.
Yeah, again, but firing it off, but to no avail.
Dakpo covering his return to the ledge so well, just making sure that Ven cannot have any opportunity to counter underneath.
Synchronized up smashes, that's how you know these guys are teammates.
If it's up, then it's stuck.
All right, wow. Lots of big percent coming out. Ven always gets so much out of his Blizzaga.
Wow, huge punish opportunity just going to be left to the wayside there. And definitely wanted to make that happen. See how safe they're playing here. Yeah. Nobody wants to go down to this last stock here in game 5, but Ven, after the monkey flip, put into a disadvantage.
I like the spacing that Dakpo is doing on this ledge too. He's spacing it up perfectly to try to catch Vin off of his invincibility here. But as you said, both these guys are playing so patient, such a zoning game, but Vin being the one to kind of try to break through the defenses here. But run up tilt, I believe that was from Dakpo. That was so quick, it's hard to tell. Uh-oh.
Run up tilt, full enraged.
Woo!
Little monkey, but man, just like that.
Game 5, down to the wire. We are last stock, guys.
Run up, get done up, and then in the response from Dakpo is looking labbed and perfect until that barrel just a little bit too far to the left.
Barely not connecting, rather.
Yeah, Ben pushing that brace too hard, too fast, and putting himself in quite a conundrum here, down to his last bits of life, down till into the fair. Dakpo trying to keep it fair and bring us to a bracket reset, but that's not going to be what Ben wants. Ben trying to make anything happen here, get back to the stage, has Banana in hand. Nice Blizzaga, but mashed out of expertly by Dakpo.
Yeah, we're just using all the spells to take up space right now. That was like 4 in a row. Good stuff from Ben for finally finding some footing, but he's been doing nothing but take percent thus far in this last stock. Dakpo having so much momentum on his side.
And 100% to work with as well. I mean, there are quick kills that can come out from Ben, but not that quick. There's going to be 160% on the menu for Dakpo to eat up. He can do this easily,
what a read!
Just like that. Bracket reset in the building.
Woo! Good stuff from Dakpo, just being so resilient through and through, keeping it calm, because as you said, Ben does have that type of, I don't know, just that mentality to be able to be clutch. We've seen him come back with nasty forward smash punishes, just nasty hard hits that seemingly kill so early, but Dakpo just being too strong on the defense. And right now we are seeing the switch to Zelda. Dakpo pushing Vin to his very limits right now. Let's see how this game goes.
It's now or never for Ben and for Dakpo. Feeling very good about getting that set win, regardless on if it was the sword, regardless on if it's the Zelda. A win on Ven was a win on Ven, and now we sit
and
there.
It's going to be a win into the money, too.
Yeah, it's doubling your money, too. That's the biggest thing. Like, you know, second to first, they're already getting some of the biggest payouts of the night, but it really just doubles, and that's such a flex. You're like, I literally made what you made twice, bro.
Yeah, really.
To do the same work. We were here the same amount of time, baby.
Ultimately, it's a pride thing, though, because I know these players could personally care less about the money. It's more about being just the best player that they can be, and right now, they're here to show us what they're made of. Dakpo definitely taking advantage of the momentum going into this grand final set, too, and it definitely shows no signs of stopping the way. He's showing so much control. I like the patience from Dakpo. He's going to go ahead, monkey flip, get out of there. But then fighting his way back.
Yeah, just doing that wall thing, doing that real zoner mage metered aggression that Ben is so potent with. Starting to rack up substantial damage.
Woo!
That is everything
what a
that
follow-up.
Ben loves to see.
All right, Ben charging up his knight when Dakpo is clearly invincible. That was an interesting option. I guess Ben may have thought Knight may have been more invincible than Dakpo. I don't know, that Knight is pretty bonkers. But just like that, I mean, the game is looking pretty even. I like the Banana breaking the Knight charge right there. And standing still. I don't know if that was supposed to be a forward air out of shield, but he allows Dakpo to put a few more percent on him.
Yeah, Dakpo definitely keeping the pace up, whereas his competition is starting to seem slowed down. Every time that there's an opportunity for them to really hit him with an aggressive punish, he's left. Kind of regroup and get himself back together. Whereas when our friends like Ben and Frog are in the disadvantage, Dakpo so quick to try to keep pressing that. Any mistake, trying to be covered so quick.
Ben is really playing this corner for his life right now, but Dakpo catching him with yet another monkey flip. He caught on to Ben not wanting to jump, not wanting to do anything, and ultimately staying in shield was the option that Dakpo was looking for. Here we go, reads the tech. We're getting some momentum going. Ven forced to air dodge to the ground, and yet again, we are not stopping.
That man playing volleyball with his friend, that's crazy.
Yeah, or basketball, he was dribbling him.
Spike, spike, stage spike.
Uh-oh, this could be big for Ven. He does have the dream set up here. Having Dakpo on the ledge with no invincibility, and there it goes. Bringing things to last stock apiece. Things are heating up here in this game 1.
Yeah, but there's so much damage already tapped into Ven for Dakpo. He really just has 1 or 2 little conversions to make for himself to really put this final nail in the coffin here, game 1 of the reset.
Yeah, I mean, realistically though, we've seen Ven really thrive in these last stock situations, especially when he's the one at the deficit. This is nothing to Ven. Just a few moves, a few reads is all it takes for Ven to take back the driver's seat.
Dakpo tasked to make it a tall one for Ven to accomplish. Monkey flip with the batterinos to keep it going, and that is a fair, perfectly placed to get Dakpo the first game of this bracket reset.
Excellent stuff coming out from Dakpo. And I am quite impressed at the composure this man has had, having to fight his way all the way through loser's bracket to reset. And now up 1 game against Ven in Grand Final Set 2. The road has been paved, and all Dakpo has to do is walk it. Does he have what it takes to get #1 at this tournament?
Hollow Bastion, the counter pick of Ven. Back engaged, even though no Sora.
Whether he's Sora or not, he just really likes Hollow Bastion. I mean, it makes sense. Ven opening things up pretty strong here, but Dakpo with the monkey flip kick is actually going to challenge and win overnight. I believe it's because it wasn't fully charged, but regardless, that's a trade that Dakpo will take any day.
The Nairu's love as well, working on these bananas so well, just to keep them close in a place of defense for Ven, but change who's their loyalty is aligned with, and really clean stuff that we'll see. Hopefully it's a lead into something for Ven if you want to see him take this set. But man, Dakpo just playing so perfectly around his own bananas when they're flipped, and this knight is just being expertly evaded. We haven't seen it really lead into anything decisive for Ven the way we usually do.
Yeah, and as you were saying about the Nehru's love flipping the control of the banana, Dakpo knows about that, and he's pretty much always looking out for it. He's ready. Ven can't just throw it out, or else he'll get punished for it. Wow. It's definitely a move that people look out for to bait, and Dakpo, again, being the one to take the first stock here. Ooh, what a down smash with Ven. And I don't know about that one, Dakpo, just pulling out banana in front of Ven, charging the knight already. It's going to bring things to 2 stocks apiece here.
It was Dakpo looking for there, a little bit of stall time to bait out an option. Not going to feel quite yet, but does get 60% on the touch, 75% on the touch. Trying to keep going.
He just knows when to push advantage state, and it's really impressive to see every time. Look at the tricky movement coming out, showing no respect to that knight. Ven's been against the ropes this whole stock. Only 2% to Dakpo's name right now. It's not much.
2% on the board for someone who's playing fundamentally sound
and superior
this entire bracket run. I mean, he did fall to Frog in an amazing reverse on the Bayonetta, but since then, Dakpo just going sicko mode out here.
Not the double trip! Are you kidding me, Dakpo?
Take that man to the ice cream store. He got the double trip. Chocolate chip.
Incredible stuff that we are witnessing here in the arena. Man, and Ven, although being a great player, seemingly not to have the answers to Dakpo's shenanigans right now.
Oh, wow.
Everything that he pulls out is getting punished. I feel like the Zelda honestly may not be warmed up. We might need to go back to Sora if he's out of options like this.
Look at that. So perfectly placed. everything that Dakpo's doing, almost getting a shot to the heart there with the peanut.
Oh my God, Vin is not safe. No matter what he does, Dakpo has an answer. What can Vin do?
Diagram.
And that's it.
Or die again, if you will, because man, 2-0 up for Dakpo on this reset. A lot of questions on the board for Ven, but not a lot of answers. This guy's been poised by Dakpo. He's saying, hey, what are you gonna do? I'm in here. I'm Diddy Konging around. I'm getting away with a lot. What would you do if you were Ven in this situation, try to stabilize? What winning plan could you go back on that you had?
And what we expected is happening. The switch to
Sora
is gonna happen.
Definitely was doing much better in those neutral situations, Dakpo.
Not going to a Hollow Bastion either, so this is just going to be a game of raw fundies right here. Let's see if Dakpo has what it takes to close it out, or if Vin is going to pull a miraculous reverse 3-0. I mean, we've seen Dakpo get reverse 3-0'd before. It is possible to shake what seems to be a wall. But again, as I said before, Dakpo is probably the most human opponent I've seen, and he can get flustered, so if Vin has it in him, we'll see it happen, but if not, Dakpo could run away with this.
Yeah, today he's just been playing with the ice in his veins for real, though. Really just unfazed, unfettered.
Oh my God, and the parries won't stop. Rolling through the Thundaga. Barrel's coming out too. Not much of a follow-up afterwards, but he manages to get out of that situation relatively unscathed. Okay, good punish from Vin right there. It wasn't too big, but I mean, like, a lot of the hits that Vin has been getting have just been cherry picking. It's just a little bit of percent here and there. We haven't seen anything big come out from the side of Vin lately. That may need to change if Vin wants to take this.
Right, you cannot just whittle down someone like Dakpo. You really have to push.
You have to break him.
Yeah, you have to break and push.
And that's the start.
Your own agenda upon him. And like you said, that's the way to do it right there. Big smash attacks hitting after sure setups and tech reads. That's how you're going to be able to break this guy down. You cannot just hope to freestyle someone as nimble as this monkey.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, one way to start withering down Dakpo's mental is to win this game.
Start mounting that reverse sweep, start to give him those frog flashbacks.
Could start to get in his head a little bit.
Maybe pull out a Bayonetta or two. Give him a cold sweat.
Been taking advantage beautifully right now. Still maintaining this stock, but that might change. Down tilt to the reverse back air is going to do it. Not only was it flashy, but it was optimal. We are 2 stocks apiece. On Vin's tournament life, Vin has no option but to win this game if he wants to stay in this tournament. And wow, that could have actually been the stock. Dakpo chased him down there.
It's so crazy to think that literally not even 10 minutes ago, we're talking about how Dakpo was on his tournament stock. We were at game 5. We were down to a stock apiece. But Dakpo bringing it back in the most convincing of forms. Dakpo sitting here poised to get a 3-0 as he has this advantage state and banana in hand.
Yeah, and he's slowly climbing his way up as well. No punish from Ven. That could have been big. Anything, any percent that Ven gets here matters so much.
Dakpo playing so smart with the banana and not forcing any type of interaction. Ven being the one caught with his hand in the cookie jar time and time again. Gonna destroy the bananas with the Blizzaga. Now we have Furaga on deck. I know Ven likes to cycle through this quick, but will Dakpo let him? That is the
oh my God!
That is the up smash. This is the true tournament stock for Ven, as now Dakpo is trying to make a clinic, make a clip.
And that's not how you want to start it if you're Ven. Oh my goodness, Ven is gonna have to get rid of this stock quick because Dakpo is not slowing down. We're gonna reset to the other side of the stage. Ven gonna chase, get a little bit of Blizzaga action, and now we're 1 stock apiece. Will this be the game 4 for Ven, or will Dakpo take it? Let's find out.
Ven, everything on the line. Dakpo with so much area still to really get away with a lot. 2 games to lose after this one if this one is dropped, but man, so much pressure being put onto Ven here in this left side of the stage, finally getting his juggle opportunity and getting a breath of reprieve. Dakpo choosing to go to the other side of the stage and bring things over. Not going to kill with that yeet quite yet, but get a little bit more damage racked up, and that will kill. Banana dropped on the ledge, but not going to be perfect placement for the time being. Ven going to evade it. Ven going to approach. Going to miss the air.
Is that it?
That is the F smash that needs, but crazy DI.
Narrowly surviving. Vin was giving another shot at life, but what will he do with it? Because Dakpo is just a menace, keeping Vin on the ledge. What options do you have? Banana in hand, but Dakpo not showing any concern.
The rising back air so clean there by Dakpo.
Oh, that's it!
And that's, like you said, that's
Dakpo!
it. 3-0. 3-0 after the reverse.
Grand Finals set 1. 3-0's Vin in the Grand Final set 2 ends up taking the whole thing, and Dakpo is your champion of Knockdown 56. Impressive stuff, impressive run, and this man's mental was not broken.
Oh my gosh, yo, shout out C9, shout out the training grounds, shout out the coach Dakpo, because that right there, that was some championship level mental to hold through a bracket. Really big opportunity for Ven there to really squelch that flame that was brewing, but Dakpo just kept those barrels hot, kept it going, and just kept the APM increasing every single round, just getting smarter and more succinct with the movement and choices.
Absolutely.
You love to see it. It was an absolute blessing. That's Knockdown 56. That quick, that